Hey CG family, it's Mimi. Checking in. I did a vlog last night, but for some reason I just didn't post it. You ever done that? Have you ever done the vlogs like ahead of time and then you don't post them right away, and then you get to thinking about it and you're thought, that was just stupid, so I'm just not going to post it. So I don't know why. But anyway, happy Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is usually not a big deal because my mom's birthday is on Valentine's Day, so it's usually all about her. But this Valentine's Day was awesome because my sister owns her own flower shop business, and this is her first year, and this was her first Valentine's Day. So for the past 2 days, I've been over helping and cleaning and sweeping and stuff like that. So it was really great. It's nice to be around all these flowers. And it's nice to see these guys coming in and buying flowers. And, some of them, they don't care how much. They just kind of want to pick something out. Or some says, my wife told me specifically not to get red roses. It's amazing how many husbands came in and said their wives did not want red roses. So that was kind of cool. And then you got some that come in and they're cash and carry and that. But it was fun working there at her flower shop. So I enjoyed that. But anyway, back to HCG. I'm in phase 3, and today was day 7 of phase 3. I still have not weighed myself. And I got to tell you that it has been hard really to eat. I haven't had really good, meat. Today I laid out chicken. I remember to lay out chicken breast. And I cooked that in the skillet with salt and pepper and garlic and browned that a little bit. Then I took that out and I chopped up a red bell pepper, about a half of, I think I had about a half, and some little pearl red onions that my husband grew in our backyard. And we just got a whole bag of them in the refrigerator, and they last a long time. So they're almost like the size of shallots. So anyway, I had that, and I browned some asparagus. And then I made a cream sauce with Parmesan and Romano and some Gruyere and hot pepper cheese. I melted that down with some whipping cream and butter and mixed that. I made my husband ravioli. I think it was sun-dried stuffed ravioli for him. And so I had all these different pots on the stove today. So, I have to cook dinner. I cook dinner about... sometimes I start at 11 or whatever because my husband has got to eat and then make enough for leftovers for him to take to work. But anyway, so I made that today, and it was really good. It's very rich because you've got that cheese and you've got whipping cream, and I put a sriracha sauce, so it's a little bit warm. It's got some heat. We like a little bit of heat. So I just got done eating again. I ate that earlier with him, I guess about 12:30, and wasn't really hungry. So I just got done, I guess about half hour ago, because I just got home from my sister's shop. And I thought, well, I'll make a vlog. And we've got these little teeny fruit flies, but there's no fruit laying out. So anyway, Jessie HCG asked me about how I'm feeling about not weighing, and I was going to weigh today, but I didn't for some reason. I got up, I knew I had to cook, and so kind of almost maybe a little afraid to, because I hadn't had time. I'm like, okay, if I weigh myself, if I'm over the 2 pounds limit, then I don't have, I knew I was going to be at my sister's, so I just wasn't going to have the time. I didn't know what time I'd be getting home. So I'm thinking about, I killed him. I'm thinking about weigh in tomorrow and see what happens. And if I do, then tomorrow I do have some ribeye steak in the freezer, but steak hasn't been tasting very good to me. But I will do a steak day. I haven't eaten last night what I had for dinner when I got home, because I had no food. I didn't have anything cooked because I had an egg and bacon I had on my salad, and that was just gross me. I should have just ate the bacon. But I had bought organic peanut butter, and usually I get almond butter, and that doesn't have any sugar in it. Never even thought, grabbed this jar of peanut butter and looked on the back last night after I got done wolfing it down with some celery. Here it had 3 grams of sugar in it. Well, that's the same as the cheap Kroger brand chunky peanut butter that we buy. And I'm like, of course it's, it's not organic, but 3 grams of sugar. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? It's like I'm oblivious to this. Am I not like turning around and saying, okay, sugar? I mean, years ago when I went on the Atkins, for crying out loud, you made your own tomatoes, your own ketchup, you made your own mayonnaise. They didn't have all this Atkins food. So anyway, but yeah, I'm a little bit hesitant, I can tell you that right now, to get on the scale. I really am. Right now I'm feeling fat. Of course, I just got done eating, but feeling a little bit bloated. So, and it seems like, I don't know. I think I need to have, like some chicken and in a nice salad, just a side salad, and eat that. I'm just not feeling right. This phase 3 just feels different to me than the other one. And I was very successful, and I weighed myself every day and didn't have to do a steak day and that. So, but yes, I haven't had crackers. I have my sister, her kids, and her floral designer all went next door to Ameristop and got them some soft serve ice cream cones. Mind you, they have vanilla, chocolate, and then they have the swirl, okay? One of my favorite ice creams is the stuff that comes out in the swirl. And they're just licking away and sitting there. And thank goodness I wasn't hungry, because I had ate that nasty salad with eggs and bacon and cheese on it. And, but I'm like, and they're like, did you want one? Did you want one? I'm like, no, I don't want one. And I tell them, I've been on so many diets and on a diet all the time. So for me to say, no, I can't eat that, or, no, I'm not going to eat that, it's no big deal. They hear that all the time. So anyway, I mean, that was fine. I came home and had my peanut butter with 3 grams of sugar and my celery sticks and ate that. So anyway, that's about all I had. I feel like I've got more energy. I don't know if it's that spray that, hold on a second, just a minute. You're fine, you're fine. This is the stuff that my daughter's friend gave me. I know it's backwards. Bioactive Homeopathic Gyno Balance. Active ingredient, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Estradiol. Okay, testosterone, progesterone, something else. Anyway, this is what I got from her, and it kind of looks like it's got this little thing on it, but I've been using this, squirting 3 squirts under my tongue, and see, I'm forgetting that the vlog that I made last night, I didn't post it, so now I'm just assuming that I already told you this, because I told you in that, but I didn't. Anyway, I got this from my daughter. Her best friend had sold this, and it told me she's a couple years older than me, and I'm 50. But anyway, she swears by this stuff. I mean, she absolutely says, I will never go anywhere without this. And so anyway, she told me about it. This little bottle, this is 1 ounce, and this was $25 for this. But she said it lasts about 3 months. 3 squirts under your tongue, sublingual. Leave it there for 2 minutes, and do it either when you get up in the morning, or she said if you really feel like you need to do it twice, you know, for whatever reason. I guess if you're having just a total meltdown, then do it. But anyway, so far I haven't done that. But I did kind of wake up this morning with, see, I did it this morning when I got up, and then I kind of got cramps. Now, Hebby Dobby was talking about a book where she had read about estrogen. And I had went to a compound pharmacy and had blood work done, and I really don't think it was very conclusive, and I've suffered from migraine headaches. My mom did also, but my sister didn't. And I knew they were hormonal years ago because, of course, they always came, you know, that time of the month. But sometimes they were very severe. As I got older, they got more severe. And so I'd have to go get a shot of Demerol, and that would knock me out. I mean, I could take a couple of Percocets, and that would just knock the edge off of it. And anybody who has suffered from migraines knows exactly. I have not had them as severe as some people that I know have had. And my husband, one time, he thought he had a migraine headache. He got a migraine headache one time. This was years and years and years ago. And he had to go have a CAT scan on his brain because he thought he was having an aneurysm or a tumor or something. So he has always been very supportive and very compassionate when I have headaches. And I used to take just handfuls of ibuprofen until that probably did kind of major damage to my liver and also too. And doctors really are not good about giving you pain medicine. For some reason, for somebody who doesn't ever go to the doctor, I have never been able to say, you know, hey, can I have, you know, can you just give me, you know, 20 Percocets just in case I need them in emergency, because I was already taking 15 to 25 ibuprofen. And you get to where you take ibuprofen whether you need it or not. If you have a twinge, you like jump on that. So that's where I was. But anyway, he was talking about this estrogen and being regular going to the bathroom. And that is another thing that I suffered from even when I was young and a teenager, is I did not go to the bathroom very much. And back then, you don't discuss that. I mean, I never discuss anything personal like that, even when Tom came for the first time, I never even said, told my mom. I think I went down and I told her and said, I needed some sanitary napkins, which, was the big thing with the, with the belt. And they had it sounds like it's just prehistoric just thinking about it compared to what it is now. But anyway, that was it. I mean, my mom didn't sit down and give me some big discussion about why this, but of course I had an older sister, so she would fill in some of the blanks, and not very appropriately, I might add. But anyway, she was your typical older sister. And so anyway, I have struggled with that. So when Habby Dobby was talking about that this person, about people that are not regular and, that need to go to the bathroom once a day at least, there is a lot of doctors and a lot of information out there that says no, that if you go once every 3 days, that is fine. Now, that can't be normal. It just can't be. And so anyway, over the years, and with me struggling with that, I was kind of wondering if, that had, I'm holding on to estrogen, and I'm like on estrogen overload. And even when I went to the compound pharmacy, they had actually given me, you know, the creams that, you know, to put on your wrist or to put on the inside of your arm, or, you know, they actually said, talking about, you know, put it on the fat parts of your body, which that's what they told us to do, to where, you know, some people would talk about, you know, you put it here on this thin part, or put it on your chest, you know, close where the blood vessels, where you can see, or, but the compound pharmacy, the girl told me to put them on places where there's fat. Well, that's no problem. I mean, I don't have a problem finding that. So, but anyway, I didn't see where it helped me at all. I didn't notice a difference in myself. I didn't stop having headaches. I didn't stop, just my stomach was still swelling up. I stopped laying off of eating wheat and oats and breads, and I mean, just trying to find out, why is my stomach swelling up like this? And I'm, you know, of course, hot flashes, all these things are normal for my age, and that, but anyway, I'm, you know, I would advise anybody for you to think, I don't care if you're on 500 calories a day or not, I'm not one to let it go. I just will not. Once I got a hold on it, and something starts happening, I'm like, I get the Smooth Move tea, magnesium. Now, there is something I wanted to research too, is the different kinds of magnesium. Because we mentioned one that Carol, I forgot what her name is, the one, she also has a blog too. She just did a thing too about vitamins and nutrition. And she mentioned a different, I thought she said magnesium citrate. The one that Hebby said was magnesium, was it SY? And then there's the one that I had heard about was malinate, starts with an M. So I was kind of curious on what exactly is the best magnesium. But this one that I was taking, I didn't realize that there were all these different ones. So there has to be something to that. So taking that, and if I have to drink Smooth Move or whatever, you know, I don't, my mom told me years ago that when John Wayne died and they did an autopsy, he had 30 pounds of fecal matter in his intestines. 30 pounds. I mean, how terrible. And so that's something just to keep up with. So anyway, this is kind of going long, but I was going to find out. I really wanted to find that out before I did a vlog. So just interested to see. But anyway, that's about all I got to say. I did, from working in my sister's shop, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there was this vase that was there that was left over from the fall, and I said, that's just a beautiful vase. And I let her floral designer just do whatever she wanted to. I'm not a big rose person either. I would be the one that says, I like wildflowers and that kind of thing, but it just seemed appropriate for this vase, and of course she had roses left over and that, so I'll try to see if I can get, okay, oh, clutch, just stepped on my pup. Anyway, try to get all this stuff out of the way to see if you can see it, but you see the vase. Isn't it pretty? So I thought that's a good deal. That's not bad. That would probably cost about $125. You know, for some of us, we say $125 or for flowers, or do we want to go to the grocery store? You know, and buy some meat, but that's a luxury, and I'm happy with going out and picking. I cut a tree branch off and stick it in a thing and just love it. So anyway, it's 20 minutes I have rambled. So love you guys. I'm going to watch some more vlogs. I'm going to get in the bed here with my dog and wait for my hubby to get home and listen again to some vlogs. So love my ACG family. Releases, stabilization, you know, everybody do the best you can to stick. I mean, stick with it. Don't finagle too much. Big hug. Good night.